Welcome to our first Pegasus ticketing Q&A. At the end of each training section, Jeb and I will sit down and do a quick Q&A to cover some of the commonly asked questions that I've asked as he's built out this platform and some of the questions that we find might be insightful for you and your team. So I'll kick this one off with my first question. Why is this dashboard better than having another outside reporting tool, say maybe one with quite a few different slides on it?
Lauren, I know you asked that having used a lot of these tools, and I have also used a lot of these tools. And what we've found over and over is that it's just too much. There's so much noise added into these platforms where reporting becomes the point, not a tool to accomplish the real point, which is to understand your business. So we've gone through and we've looked at ungodly numbers of reports and figured out, what do I need to know to run my business? And we distilled it down to the purest form that we thought would be the most impactful thing possible. We cut out anything that we thought would be superfluous. We did away with the tree structure of drilling down, because you know that every time you go 4 or 5 layers deep, you're going to have to go that deep again and again and again. I don't have time for that. I need to just know the key metrics instantly right at my fingertips. And that's what we've built here.
I love the simplicity of the dashboard. I love how you laid it out. And I love that the key metrics are so easy to understand. So my second question for the audience is going to be, how often is this data updated? Let's say I'm a big zoo, I'm a big aquarium. I need this data to be accurate at all times. How often can I rely on this dashboard to have up-to-date data, current ticket sales data, current revenue data? What's the process there?
So it's funny you asked that, because I think we talk a lot about data and real time and all that kind of stuff. And you might hear it's like, oh, well, this dashboard gets updated daily or something like that. This is connected to the live data. This is what you're seeing in real time. So when another person, if a single person buys another ticket and you come back to this page, that ticket counter will be +1. It is not a transformation. This isn't going through a person to like figure out and move things from one file to another. No, this is just directly hooked up to your system. This is, again, the speedometer on your car. That is directly what is happening right at this very moment.
I love it. I love the simplicity again, and I love having that up-to-date information right at my fingertips. That's impactful for a business. The last thing I'm going to ask to wrap this section is, if you had to distill the entire dashboard down into 2 sentences. Me, as an executive, having my business, what am I getting out of this Pegasus ticketing dashboard?
You are getting exactly what you need to know in one location, in real time, no fuss.
And I'm sure for a lot of business owners watching this, you can understand how impactful having all of your critical data in one spot at a fingertip distance is for you and your business. Thank you for tuning in for our first Pegasus ticketing Q&A. Looking forward to seeing you on the next one.